This model of the Class 250 of the Deutsche Reichsbahn is in TT gauge and comes from the company called VEB Berliner TT-Bahnen in the former GDR. The model dates from the 1980s and has 6 axles, 2 of which have traction tires and are powered. The headlights and taillights are functional and change automatically with the direction of travel. The Deutsche Reichsbahn's Class 250 are electric locomotives that were used mainly in heavy freight transport, with a length over the buffers of 19,600 millimeters and an operating mass of 123 tons. They achieved maximum speeds of 125 kilometers per hour thanks to 6 engines. A powerful 6-axle locomotive was already planned in the 1960s. At that time, however, priority was given to the production of the classes E11 and E42. This meant that there was no machine specifically designed for heavy freight transport because the E42 had difficulty transporting heavy freight trains, even in double traction, even though it was built for freight transport. In 1974, 3 prototypes of the new 250 series were finally created at the Lokomotiv Construction Company in the small city of Hennigsdorf. In contrast to the 2 predecessors, E11 and E42, they had numerous modern components. After numerous successful tests, serious production of a total of 270 locomotives began 3 years later. And these robust locomotives were so useful that they were ultimately not only used in heavy freight transport, but could also be found in front of brown coal trains and even in passenger transport. The locomotives in this series had, as mentioned, each 2 3-axle bogies. The wheel sets are specifically arranged slightly asymmetrically, with the middle wheel set being able to be moved laterally by up to 60 millimeters for driving through curves. Each of the 6 axles is powered by its own motor, meaning each locomotive has 6 traction motors. Interestingly, tests were carried out in the 1970s in which the conical ring spring drive was slightly modified. These tests showed that the locomotives could easily reach speeds of up to 160 kilometers per hour. Like numerous other locomotives of this time, the Class 250 also had a rather angular appearance. In addition to its red color and the 2 driver's cabs at both ends of the locomotive, the continuous ventilation strips on the sides are very striking. The only major flaw was the excessive heat generation, while there were no problems in winter. Summer temperatures led to the failure of some electronic components in driver's cab number 1. In addition, especially in summer, the waste heat heated up the driver's cab to such an extent that many people drove their locomotives with open doors. A total of 70 locomotives from the Class 250, or as it is called since the German reunification, the Class 155, are still preserved today, 54 of which are even operational. Some still belong to the Deutsche Bahn, which is basically the German railway company. Others belong to Railpool, but many are also with private railway companies.